Good morning to everyone. In this presentation, I am going to discuss about minimum spanning tree. Under minimum spanning tree, I am going to deal with two different types of algorithm. One is Prim's algorithm and another one is Kruskal's algorithm. So first, let me explain about what is spanning tree. Then later, I'll explain you about what is minimum spanning tree. Then we will discuss about Prim's algorithm for constructing minimum spanning tree. Then we will have a discussion about Kruskal's algorithm to construct a minimum spanning tree. So first let me explain about spanning tree. Spanning tree means if I have a graph means collection of vertices and edges. So spanning tree means I have to construct a spanning tree from a graph with the help of all the vertices and edges. Whereas in case of a spanning tree which consists of all the vertex as like the original graph, but it may have a minimum possible edges. That is the definition of a spanning tree. For example, if I have 6 number of vertex in my graph, my spanning tree also will have 6 number of vertex. Whereas if I have 6 number of edges in a graph, in a spanning tree I'll have only 5 number of edges. The number of edges will be computed in a spanning tree is number of vertex minus 1. As I said that number of vertex in the original graph is 6. So in a spanning tree I'll have 5 number of edges. That is the concept. And also if I have cycle in my graph, in my spanning tree I should not have a cycle. I have to eliminate the cycle. That is the main concept behind this. The condition here I am giving is I should have to eliminate the cycle, and also the number of edges should be minimum when I compared with the number of vertex. There are two conditions I am giving. So I am applying the greedy method. When I am applying the greedy method, I can have a minimum spanning tree. So now when I look it into the first graph, the graph consists of 5 edges, 5 vertex A, B, C, D, E, and it has 5 edges. But when you look it into the first graph, A to C, C to D, D to A, it is an undirected graph, but so A to C, C to D, D to A form a cycle. As I said before, I have to eliminate the cycle, and also the edges in the spanning tree should be less than the original graph. So I am going to construct 3 different types of spanning tree for this given graph. So in the first spanning tree, I am eliminating the edge between A to C. In the second spanning tree, I am eliminating the edge between C to D. In the third spanning tree, I am eliminating the edge between A to D. So here it's been represented differently. The first graph, A to C edge has been eliminated. The second spanning tree, A to D edge has been eliminated, whereas in the third spanning tree, D to C edge has been eliminated. So there are 3 different types of spanning tree from original graph have been represented here. So this is the main concept of the spanning tree. Next, in the first graph there are 4 vertex and 4 edges. So from this, how much spanning tree I can construct means I can construct 4 different types of spanning tree, and also each spanning tree I have to eliminate one edge. Not only one edge, which edge is used to form a cycle, those type of edge I have to eliminate. When you look it into the second one, there are 4 vertex and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges. So I have to eliminate 2 different types of edges to construct a spanning tree. So accordingly, I have constructed different spanning tree from the given graph. When you look it into the last one, 4 vertex are there, and it has 1, 3, 4, 5 edge, 5 cycles are there. All the cycles need to be eliminated, and 6 edges are there. So 6 edges means I have to eliminate 2 edges to construct a spanning tree. So those things also has been represented very clearly here. The basic concepts of this Prim's algorithm is I have to construct a graph with weighted graph. Weighted graph means each edge carries some weight. So when I construct a spanning tree with the help of Prim's algorithm, I have to choose the minimum weight to construct a spanning tree. So when I look it into this given graph, the cost of the given graph is 10 plus 7 plus 32 plus 23 plus 9. So when I apply Prim's algorithm, I must have a minimum spanning tree. So here, when I look it into the first graph, the weight of the graph is, cost of the graph is 74. When I look it into the second graph, the cost of the given graph is 71. Look it into the third one, the cost of the given graph is 72. So by applying the Prim's algorithm, I have to choose the minimum value, that is minimum spanning tree. So second one will be the final result. So I can construct so many spanning tree, and I can identify the minimum value from the given graph. So in order to identify the best one, I am applying 2 different types of algorithm. One is Kruskal's algorithm, another one is Prim's algorithm. First, let us discuss about the Prim's algorithm. In this given graph, A is the source and E is the destination. Assume as like that. From A to B, the weight is 4. A to H, weight is 8. Now, I have to choose the H only from A to B because it has the minimum weight when I compared with A to H. So I'll choose A to B at very first. Then you may ask me that C to F also has minimum weight, G to F also has minimum weight. Now according to Prim's algorithm, I have to choose the edges. Those vertex are directly connected with the previously chosen vertex. So I cannot choose C to F as well as G to F. Instead that I can choose B to C or A to H. In the subsequent slide I'll explain. So now I am choosing A. From A I am computing the minimum cost which gives me A to B path. So I'll choose A to B. Next I can choose A to H or B to C. I'll choose B to C. Next I'll choose C to F or C to I, but C to I is minimum, so I'll choose C to I. Next I can choose I to H or I to G. I'll choose I to G. That is, when I choose I to G, it gives me, it will make some cycle, so I'll avoid those things. So I'll choose C to F because the link has weight is 4. Here the link has weight is 6, so I'll avoid this. I'll choose 4 weightage. Then I'll choose 6 weightage. Then I'll choose 1 weightage. Next I cannot choose I to H as well as H to A because if I choose those 2 vertex, it will form a cycle, so I will not choose. Next I'll choose D to E because it has the minimum weight 9. So this is the concept when I am applying the Prim's algorithm to construct a minimum spanning tree. My objective here is I should not form a cycle. That is the main important thing for applying the greedy approach to solve this minimum spanning tree. So this is another example. When I construct the minimum spanning tree, it will be like this. The next one is I am going to apply Kruskal's method to find out the minimum spanning tree. This is the original graph. From this graph, if I eliminate the cycle, then I will have the subsequent graphs. So here the given graph is complete graph. So for the complete graph, I can construct 16 sub-spanning graph. So next I am considering about the given graph. In this given graph, I am going to construct a minimum spanning tree by help of Kruskal's algorithm. So first I'll choose minimum one. In this given graph, I can choose the minimum one as H to G. Then I can choose G to F. Then I can choose C to F likewise, and also I can choose C to I. So in the subsequent slides I can explain about it. First I'll choose A to B. First I'll choose A to B 4. Then I'll choose C to I, because in Prim's algorithm I told you that we have to choose the edges. Those edges are directly connected with previously chosen vertex. But in Kruskal's algorithm, it's not like that. Wherever minimum weight is available, we can choose and we will have a graph. So next I'll choose B to H, which consists of 11, but I cannot choose A to H. If I choose A to H, then it will form a cycle, so I cannot choose. Next I'll choose C to I because it carries weight 2, and this G to F also I can choose because it is also carry weight 2. Then next I'll choose C to D. C to D means weight is 7, so I can choose. Next I can choose B to H because 11. Initially 4, then 2, then 8, then 7, then 11. Next I can choose D to F because it carries weight is 14. Then from F to G I will have one minimum weight, I can choose 10. So for each and everything I compute the cost. First thing, cost is 58, then cost is 37. Here I will explain you about it. First A to B has chosen because weight is 4. Then C to I has chosen, weight is 2. When I take weight is 4, C to F also has weight 4. So I will take consider. Then I will choose H to G as well as G to F because both carries minimum weight 1 and 2 respectively. Then at last I will have a graph as, when I chosen the minimum weight, I can construct a weight graph. So at last I will have a minimum spanning tree graph is this one. So at last I have to find out the total cost. 4 plus 8 12, 12 plus 7 19, 19 plus 9 28, 28 plus 2 30, 30 plus 4 34, 34 plus 2 36, 36 plus 1 37. So according to the Kruskal's algorithm, when I find out the minimum spanning tree cost is 37. So this is all about Prim's as well as Kruskal's algorithm to find out the minimum spanning tree.